Hi everyone, welcome to the fourth and final part of a series of videos showing the interplay between the MIDI controller app Pen2Bow and the virtual string instruments from audio modeling. This part is about the double bass. In addition, towards the end of the video, I will summarize my 3 months experience with Pen2Bow and the SWAM string instruments. For general information about the app Pen2Bow, please watch the introduction video. The controller assignments are identical to the SWAM violin. Please watch the first video of the series for more information. Let's start with some real-time playing. I will try to perform the double bass solo from the fourth act of Verdi's Othello. The double bass is the largest in the family of string instruments and can play up to 1 octave below the cello. Let's see how the SWAM double bass reacts to bow control. Despite the low pitch, the instrument is very agile. Short bowing bursts sound great. This thing has a lot of grunt. You can really sink your teeth into it. You can play with little force, with a lot of force, sul ponticello, and sul tasto. Let me finish this video series with a personal opinion. After having played now for about 3 months with a combination of Pen2Bow and the SWAM string instruments, to me, traditionally sampled libraries played by keyboard feel limited. I strongly suggest to anyone that is interested in virtual strings to get your hands on such a setup. It's like nothing else. Even in the light of the new generation of MPE controllers, none of those can capture the accurate motion of a bow. I've seen a forum post on the web arguing that you might as well pick up a real violin if you anyways have to learn how to bow. I can assure you that the learning curves of playing a real violin and moving a piece of plastic on a glass surface are very different. Pen2Bow requires virtually no training at all to get started. That's because it supports the circular as well as the linear playing mode. You can just move the pencil in a circle while playing melodic material. Or you can play more rhythmically by putting the focus on the other hand. But you can also go to the next level and combine the two, which will even more enrich your expressive repertoire. the instrument can grow with you. On top of that, the SWAM family of string instruments are very consistent when it comes to the options and controls. This means that you can transfer any learned bowing skill from one instrument to the other. To summarize my last 3 months with Pen2Bow and the SWAM string instruments, I would say first of all, it was a lot of fun. But at the same time, it was also very educational. In those 3 months, I believe I learned more about the violin than in the last 8 years listening to real orchestras, masterclasses on YouTube, and instruction videos. The whole premise of Pen2Bow was to create for strings what a breath controller can do for brass and woodwind instruments. However, I now believe that a bowing device has a more profound impact on string instruments than a breath controller on brass and woodwinds. Don't get me wrong, I'm a huge fan of breath controllers. I have the Yamaha BC3 as well as the one from Tech Control. Breath controllers allow you to create more realistic performances by enabling fast repeated notes via breath and by focusing the user to take a breath every now and then. And that is great. But the bow controller makes you play differently. I'm not completely sure why this is the case, but I think it might come from this left hand, right hand back and forth that I demonstrated 2 minutes ago. On the App Store, I wrote that Pen2Bow is likely to be the only practical bow controller out there, but I never discussed this so far. If you would like to see a more technical video with detailed comparisons to other devices and the reasons why I think none of those are practical, please leave a comment below. I hope you enjoyed the series of videos. Thanks for watching and have a nice day.